some DIY backpacks. Honestly, I've probably never been more proud of how DIYs turned out. I was kind of nervous because I was like, DIYing a backpack can be a big commitment, but these DIYs are super easy, and they also a really easy way to make a super cheap like Target backpack look really bomb. So if you guys want to have super on fleek backpacks, then I got you. Hopefully you guys like this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, in case you guys didn't know, at the moment I'm posting a week of videos, which is where I post 5 videos over 5 days. So if you guys aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And I'm also having a giveaway, so make sure to follow me on Instagram so you guys can enter. My handle is @SarahDenim_Bets, and this is what my Instagram feed looks like. I feel like I'm the world's most awkward human being. Before we get into the video, leave me a comment down below letting me know what year you're in at school, because I'm pretty nosy. Let me know. Do you guys call it a year or a grade? Where I live, we called it grade. Anyway, let me know what year/grade you guys are in at school, and let's get into the video. You're still my favorite queen of the night, my friend. Let's drive off again. Let's drive off again. Let us where we... All I'm gonna do to kick off the very first DIY backpack is just go in and take some hot glue. I always use hot glue in my DIYs just because like it dries quicker, but you guys could totally use fabric glue or other glue, but like hot glue is super quick. And like, to be completely honest, I kind of just wanted to use my backpack as soon as possible, so I didn't really have time to wait for glue to dry. And seriously, you guys need to prepare yourself for the easiest DIY ever. All I'm doing is just taking different ribbons that I found at a craft store, so like all different colors. I had like crochet ones, daisy chain ones, and then just taking that ribbon, I cut it down into like the width of my backpack and just stuck it on with some hot glue in like all different alternating rows. I feel like the hardest part about this DIY is actually just choosing which ribbons you guys want to put on your backpack, but the easiest way to do it is totally not buying a roll of ribbon and just buying it per meter, because it's so much cheaper to do it like that. And of course you guys can go in and customize it. I went for like this pastel vibe with like daisy chains and crochet ribbon, but you guys could go in and do like a rainbow on your backpack, or I also found this really cute ribbon that was like embroidery, which I thought was awesome. Denim backpack that I thought was like kind of cute, but I was like low-key, I feel like I can make this way cuter with some iron-on patches. So I went to the craft store and picked up some iron-ons, and I looked on Urban Outfitters, and these are so much more expensive in Urban Outfitters, so maybe try the craft store instead. If you guys have never used these before, which I actually hadn't before I did this video, so like join the club. But basically all you do is take your iron and you just want to turn it on to the setting without steam and just go in and iron them straight on to your backpack. Another thing I went in and did is took the ones with the pins in the back, so like the pin patches, and I just ripped the pin off because I felt like it wouldn't be that sturdy for like a school backpack, and I hot glued it on, and that one's actually holding up super well, so you can do that as well. And if you guys are using the iron-ons, just to make like super sure nothing was gonna go wrong, I just took a piece of fabric and put it in between the patch and my iron just to make sure it didn't damage my patch or the backpack. We've got a foreign tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left get in trouble again. That stuff got nothing on you. That was brand new. For backpack number 3, all I'm doing is taking this pink backpack, going in with some fabric paint, and also I'm just taking some contact paper as well. And then on the back of your contact paper, you guys just want to take like a little heart shape. You can totally just freehand this though. I did like cut out a stencil, very extra, but you guys can totally skip that step. And then I'm just gonna trace that little heart onto the back of my contact paper, and then just going in with an X-Acto knife, you just want to cut that out, and then you'll be left with like a little love heart stencil on contact paper. And then all you want to do is just stick it onto your backpack. Taking your paint on a dabbing sponge, you just want to dab in the paint super carefully just to make sure like there isn't going to be any paint seeping underneath, and you can peel it off and reuse the stencil as well, which is really cool. But I just find making the stencil with contact paper, especially on a backpack that's not a flat surface, it's just like really easy. Normally when you make a stencil out of just like paper, it normally just like moves around and smudges the paint. So if you guys don't want to stuff up your backpack, then totally try making the stencils out of contact paper instead. And once I was finally done with my stenciling, I just peeled it off, let it dry for like a fair while. I think you have to let fabric paint dry for like 24 hours, but 24 hours later, you guys will be left with the coolest backpack ever.
That was brand new, still it's got nothing on you tonight.
So that is it for the DIY backpacks. I hope you guys liked the video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know which one was your fave backpack. Mine was definitely the patch one. I'm super obsessed with patches at the moment, but like, let me know which one was your fave. Also, while you're down in the comments, don't forget to let me know what year/grade you guys are in at school or going into if you haven't started yet. And if you guys are super bored at the moment, I'll have my back to school playlist linked down below so you guys can go check it out, get some DIY inspiration. But I've still got 2 videos left on my week of videos, so make sure to come back tomorrow and the next day for more videos for back to school. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!